What's up, folks? Welcome back to Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. This is going to be the in-depth spring spinnerbait episode, and I want to show you guys like what baits I throw, blade configurations, and the reason why I throw those blade configurations. But let's start with our smallmouth friends. So, you know, spring is my favorite time to smallmouth fish. So I usually, when I'm in the river, I will be throwing, you'll see me catch them on a bait like this.
Come on, you know that's tantalizing. Yep. Hey, dude. Look where you got popped. Yep. Man, that's a photo op. Hold on, dude. That is a hook set, buddy.
And I'm sorry, but this is the Booyah Vibro wire, and it was raining, so I didn't have my camera recording, but you will see post catch my biggest smallmouth of the year so far on this bait right here. We all know how much smallmouth love chartreuse, and that's just a Bass Pro Shops XPS 5-inch grub. You know, I didn't paint the kicker or anything like that, but I throw a lot of Colorado willow combinations, and I'll explain why. But you will see. Look at this tub.
Look what I just got on my spinnerbait. Holy smokes, you guys. In the rain, look at that tub. Look at her, man. Hey, girl. What's going on? Wow. That is a Kanawha River football right there, you guys. Hey, pretty girl. Wow, you're beautiful. Nice and slimy. I gotta get you back in the water after your little picture. Man, I should have had my dang camera recording. I mean, it's still like 6 something in the morning.
And when fishing for largemouth, I like to throw bluegill colored skirts or something close. And this dude right here, check this fish catch out.
There's that Terminator. I painted the kicker orange and put on a June bug, chunk of a Zoom curly tail worm. I actually got that tip from David Dudley because he always uses culprit curly tail worms for his spinnerbait trailers. Got him. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one, you guys. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Chunkamunka? You come up to see me? Huh? I missed you guys. Yes, I did. I've been catching your smallmouth cousins. Yep. Hey, what's up, mama? You are feeding up good. My goodness, girl. How many bluegills you have for breakfast? Huh? How many bluegills you have for breakfast? 47 of them? Okay. Man, nothing like seeing the green flash as you're watching your spinnerbait come back to you, I tell you what.
So I want to explain the reason why I throw the Colorado willow in spring until shad spawn, and a couple other of the ones I throw. If you go back to the Memorial Day episode, the thumbnail is the American flag, which is the same picture in the very first scene of every video. This is the Strike King burner with the trailer hook, with the painted blades. You'll see a 3-pounder caught on this bait right here. I'm a big fan of Strike King, makes a decent spinnerbait. Terminator, they're coming around to them, getting more catches on them. Here's one that's a dandy. I don't have any fish catch footage because I didn't have a channel yet when I was really getting on them. But this is the Picasso Invisawire. I believe it's 28 gauge tempered steel wire, so it's thin but it's strong. It's real strong. Like, I haven't had one of these go out of tune, and I mean, look at that hook. That's a beastie hook. These are made for big bass, and believe me, dude, they catch them. They catch some big bass. I got one this is like the regular shad, so I put a zoom grub, like a clear grub trailer on it. And then another brand spinnerbait that I throw a lot is War Eagle. Here is a double Colorado. That's more like a teardrop. It's not in Indiana because I have the finesse ones that are Indiana. One thing I do want to say, I don't throw much boot tail trailers with my spinnerbaits. People will be like, you're crazy, but I'm going to tell you why. You've got to find the right one, because the fish will let you know. Everyone wants to put a Kitech on the back of them. The only two that I have here that are boot tails have 360 GTs on them. It's a great spinnerbait trailer, y'all, and they're cheap. They're at every Walmart you walk into. You don't have to order a pack of Kitechs just to have, spinnerbait trailers. Man, yeah, they work, dude. But getting back to, like, this is a perfect example, and so is this. The reason why I go with Colorado willow is because, and especially with the orange kicker, I feel that this resembles more of a panfish based forage in this time of year, because especially largemouth, they're wanting to feed up on bluegill. So I put a what is that, a zoom curly tail, yep, in June bug, just to try to get all the colors of like a pumpkin seed or whatever into this right here. And I think the orange kicker gives it that underbelly side of a bluegill where it's like that yellow orange, or a sunfish, you know what I'm saying? So and it also gives them something to target, but that's all up for debate. And this is the War Eagle Thunder Hawk or something like that. But these are hand poured spinnerbait trailers from a local guy, and they're actually good trailers if you got that type of. I mean, it could go on a white spinnerbait too, but this thing gives off some vibration. I mean, look at that. What is that, a 5? Or I need to brush up on my blade sizes, but so once we get into the shad spawn is when I will go double willow. But throughout the year, you know, if I'm largemouth fishing and there's not even shad in that body of water, if it's murky, I'll still throw a double willow just because. It'll be my first choice. If I feel like it's too much or the water's too skinny, then I'll go. I've thrown this in the middle of the summer and caught fish. One thing I will say though is, out of all my years of spinnerbait fishing, I mean, it was when I was 14, it was the first largemouth I caught on a bait caster was with a white spinnerbait. I believe it was a double willow. And it was on a Shimano, I want to call it a Samurai. It was a 6-foot pistol grip combo with the bait caster that used to have the button on the side. Yeah, that's how long ago, because I'm an old fart. But you know, the only thing I could ever say is I would never fish one of these straight out of the pack. I always kind of alter it and test it out. And again, the fish will tell you, number one. And number two, please don't pigeonhole yourself into putting these baits in the same category as a bladed jig. A lot of people do that and let one replace the other. They're their own thing. Just because they're skirted and, you know, have something to do with the blade, they're two totally different baits. I mean, if you look at especially a double willow leaf, it is the origins of an Alabama rig. It is. It's the origins. Everything was derived from that because it's wires, it's willows, it's just more of it, minus skirts. So, you know, I don't want to bore you with a history lesson, but, you know, up until the shad spawn, like right now, throw the Colorado kicker willow combo or the willow kicker big Colorado combo, or, and I don't have one up here, but that little finesse war eagle, it's like 5/16. It's a Colorado kicker Indiana. If you're in a small pond, skinny water, I've wore them out on that. Actually, hold on. This one right here. This little dude is a fish catching machine, and that is an Indiana blade with the Colorado kicker. And I use double tail grubs on them just to I don't know, give it some bulk and give it a different look than some paddle tail or your typical trailer. And here's some out of the box thinking is, I don't throw that red and black chatterbait that much. So the skirt on this was that white and chartreuse, and it was beat up, it was ripping apart. So I took the skirt off the chatterbait head and I put flukes on them, or you know, other soft plastics, and fish them and catch fish. And I made you know, I just utilized the skirt. So we'll see if it works, but I don't know. It's that out of the box thinking, guys, that you never know, man. It might pay off dividends, it might not. But that's all I wanted to make it as in depth as I could for y'all. And you know, I throw my spinnerbaits on a Shimano 610 medium heavy Sellous, being not 7 foot but close enough. And with that nice tip on it, it still allows me to make precise casts. And since it's got somewhat of a parabolic tip, I, my hookup ratio is pretty good throwing spinnerbaits. Um, Now, here's the anomaly. I know a lot of people fish them on high 6s or 7s. I throw my spinnerbaits on a 5 3-1. Now, I'm getting on that handle, but spinnerbaits usually provoke big bites, and I want more torque. You're throwing a big bait, and you need them big gears to chuck and wind, chuck and wind, chuck and wind. Spinnerbait fishing puts a lot of wear and tear on the reel. And I've been experimenting going back and forth between copolymer and fluorocarbon. And I am going to try in the summer when they're at peak metabolism, going straight braid to like a 5-foot leader. Because if you think about it, how much of your spinnerbait line is in the water? Not much. So that's just, I like to do different stuff. You know, I don't just want to be the typical fisherman. I want to try different things and expand my versatility. So that being said, I could talk fishing all night, but you guys don't want to hear it, and it's going to make the video long, and then nobody's going to watch it. So thanks for tuning in, y'all. I wanted to get this out to you. It's been super busy at work, so I apologize. The Grow Box episodes also will be coming out, along with a huge drop shot segments, including another lunch break session. So just stay tuned, y'all. I will be announcing this month's giveaway. Ronald, your probably by the time this airs, it'll be a day or two and you'll have your crankbait. I apologize for not getting it out to you sooner. And with that, we will see you on the next one. This is Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. Out for now. But just for now.